Hey everybody, it's Master Gallengeist here, bringing you my review for Fantastic Four, issue 13, 2025. That is a gnarly looking cover there of them pretty much trying to emulate Ghost Rider. Not Ghost Rider, but an incredible simulation. And we pretty much get that in here, and we get pretty good art that kind of works within and does Ghost Rider justice. I mean, look at the first page. That is good Ghost Rider there. And I like Ghost Rider. So, let's see. Nicholas Scratch. Vengeance rides on two sick wheels, jerk. And I like the Krakoom and everything. And that's just a really good page there. And then this two-pager here, seeing it kind of go on. And the thing is, if you've read any Ghost Rider, you're like, even from that first get-go, you're like, that's not how Ghost Rider usually talks. Even depending upon who you're kind of going on. From, like, Johnny and Danny to Robbie and any of the other ones that are going on. I was like, okay, Ghost Rider. Oh, you are in for it now. See, I notice things. That's what Ghost Riders do. Like how you've spent the past year obsessed with the Fantastic Four. And that kind of works within the realm because Ghost Rider has been part of the Fantastic Four before. And I just found out how you risked all life on the planet in an attempt to kill them. Bad move, Scratch. Such is my right, as per the magical law of... Ha! Magical law, Nick? I am the magical law. I'm the spirit of vengeance. Even so, none shall attack Satan's sorcerer in his own home. This knockout spell will, whoosh, do nothing as it's reduced to ash by my hellfire, you wimpy loser. And I like that we've got the different kind of paneling and it zooming in on his little spell thing there. Wimpy loser. What? I calls him like I sees him. Now, my penance stare, Scratch. Feel the pain, the torment and suffering of everyone you've ever wronged, all compressed into a single terrible instant. No, I know this magic. Know how it tarnishes your soul forever. Please, I'll do anything. Anything, eh? Such as, for instance, leaving the Fantastic Four alone? Yes, of course. Please, mercy. It's like, okie dokie. And remember, should you go back on your word, I will return to consume your soul. The heat of my infernal flames will be the last thing you ever feel, bud. Well, I think that actually went fantastic. And that trick with the summoning chains could not have gone better. The way you wrapped them around him, Sue, chef's kiss. Come on, you have to admit we nailed it. I admit that we did actually go pretty well. I expect Scratch will leave everyone alone, at least for a while. We did good tonight. There may, Johnny, actually be something to your secret team-up idea. Of course there is, sis. It's like I said earlier. This is definitely something, there's definitely something to my secret team-up idea. And seeing him kind of like buck off, seeing Johnny getting back to kind of normal with Sue on the back. It's like, alright, earlier. Look, we now know Nicholas Scratch has been trying to mess with us for a while. He does seem either unable or unwilling to stop. Exactly, Ben. He's not afraid of us. Nobody is on account of how we're so friendly and cool. And handsome. But I bet old Nick's afraid of the spirit of vengeance, and we can fake that, Sue. I make flames, you make skulls visible. It's perfect. We can do this. Yeah, but you don't have the Ghost Rider's powers, which is what scares the fucking shit out of people. Yes, there's the visual factor, but hellfire, chains, penance stare, anything else that kind of comes up with it? It does seem that your two powers are uniquely suited to emulating those of Ghost Rider, darling. Nobody else could do it but you two. Well, I suppose even a delay in his attacks might help people. Yes! I promise you won't regret this. Come on, I found one of Scratch's hideouts and I got tons of leather. Plus, I've been practicing making motorcycles catch on fire without exploding. Okay, Johnny, I would really love to see a little story about that. It's just like, boom, 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 shit. So, given how well that works, Sue, I have another proposal. Let's do it again. We have so many enemies who are used to us, but none of them are used to Magic Flaming Skull Bite Guy. We can shut him down, a bunch of them, all in one night. All you have to do is make my face meats invisible again. Johnny, please focus on the road. Motorcycles are the least safe form of transportation, and I don't want to have to force field us up into the sky to avoid a head-on collision. Sorry. If I say yes, only for the greater good, you understand. Go on. Will you promise to never say face meats again? Yes, absolutely. Total deal. Hehe. Let's go ride some ghosts, baby. It's like, geez. And I just love them kind of zooming in. And I'm like, yes, Sue, I totally get that with motorcycles. It's like, all right, pretty small kind of thing. Let's see here. And Sue and Johnny encounter the Red Ghost, the Mad Thinker, the Trapster, and Darkhoth. The terrified screams of all seem to linger in the air, until at last they cross paths with the wizard. Go ahead, do it. I've been studying magic, and I am, as they say, unafraid of any ghost. I ain't afraid of no ghosts. I really like the layout of this page here, showing the different ones through the chains, and then, of course, the wizard down there. We're like, okay, calling out the Ghostbuster kind of bit. Let's see how this works. And then, of course, he's called their bluff, and it's like, all right, let's kind of see this here. I'll do it. Don't think I won't do it. Then do so. I've heard of what you've done to others, and I'm prepared for you, because unlike them, I know I can survive your gaze. But nobody has ever withstood my penitent stare, mortal. True, yet nobody with my skill, my brilliance, has ever attempted it before. I repeat, do it. Now I kind of really need the Ghost Rider to fucking do this to him, just to be like, okie dokie. Okay, you asked for it. It will burn through your mind and your soul. Penance stare on. Huh! I did it. I defeated the penance stare. Such is the power of the wizard. It's like, okay. And I like that we zoom out a little bit and then zoom back in. Incredible. I didn't even feel a thing. Wait. I didn't feel a thing. I should have felt something. You're Ghost Rider. Your magic has power enough to make my overcoming it a challenge. Or it should. That doesn't make sense unless I can't actually touch this skull because I hit something soft and lip-like first. And then I really like seeing that of him being able to touch and making the lip pretty much invisible, but visible enough for us to understand what's going on. And then we get another great two-pager here of how kind of nutty it is to kind of like follow the page. Which also means I can also pull down hard on someone's invisible mustache. Arg! You're not the Ghost Rider at all, Johnny Storm, an invisible woman. I know you're here. You might as well reveal yourself. I don't know what you think you felt, wizard, but I am Ghost Rider. Sure, I've worked with Johnny and Sue in the past, and they're obviously great, and I'm just the normal Ghost Rider, Robbie. Wait, no, Danny. And then he falls in the trap. If you're doing the Ghost Rider biker, you either have to go with Johnny or Danny. Normally, Robbie is done with his Charger car, which is cool. I mean, he could have flipped up into a different kind of motorcycle. Normally, they're the motorcycle ones. Some other ones do too, but it's like, oh shit. But I'm glad Robbie got name dropped. He's a fucking good Ghost Rider, and they just don't know what the fuck to do with him. I'm glad they kind of did some stuff with him in Avengers, at least. Ha! I'm the smartest man on the planet, and you think you can trick me? Just pow, smack, just beating the shit out of him. You really are a fool, Storm. I know what's actually going on here. It's so obvious. The real Ghost Rider has been terrifying the others into flying straight. And then you two got greedy, thinking you could fake a Ghost Rider attack against me of all people, but you failed. It's like, you're so damn close. Right, that is absolutely what we're doing, bud. You figured us out. Well, Sue, looks like Wizard cracked the code. He's busted our scheme wide open, Johnny. But in your hubris, heroes, you've got one thing. While my base may not be set up to defend against spirits of vengeance, it is quite capable and explicitly designed to defend against the Fantastic Four. It's like, well, we have stepped into some shit. As we then see, inhibitor collars, fools, invented them myself, as they kind of pop up and take their powers away. I've been dying to try them out, as he starts beating the shit out of them, and I really like seeing the paneling through the words there. That's really kind of cool. Actually, scratch that. Poor choice of words. I won't be the one who's dying. And then, of course, we see them kind of, like, waking up, and it's like, oh, this isn't good. Wakey, wakey. Bentley, don't do this. Oh, I'm Bentley now, am I? Now that I've got you precisely where I want you, you're going for the personal relationship? Too late, invisible woman. Camera, what are you? Live stream. Only reason you're both still alive. I want your final humiliation to be both public and undeniable. As I was educating you all, chat, many have tried to rid the world of Fantastic Four. All have failed, until now, the deaths of the Storm siblings. It's like, you're only taking out half of the Fantastic Four, my friend. This stream will reach its final conclusion shortly. Viewer discretion is advised. Now, Sue, Johnny, what you say next will be your last words, so I advise you to make them memorable. And then, of course, we see, no, some Ghost Rider popping up. It's like, oh, shit. I really like the way the words and stuff are done here. Like, using them in the kind of paneling like that just works very well. What are you doing? I've done nothing to incorrect. You have done plenty. As we see chains kind of popping out and everything. Oh, shit. Yeah, pennant stare. No, no. It's like, okie dokie. And what do we learn here? Huh? Crush smack. Grr. That's it for you, mister. As we see Ben popping up. It's like, okay, not the only ones who could do that. Show's over, folks. Hope you enjoyed the team up. As we're like over 100K. And then, of course, he smashes that. Ghost Rider, how did you know? Ha! I thought you of all people. And, of course, we see Green popping up. It's like, ah, Nikki. Would recognize your own niece, Uncle Johnny. Nikki, but the chains, how did you, darling? I may have had something to do with that. Of course, seeing Reed being the one doing the chains. Sorry for cutting it so close. The gag needed some setup, you see. After you left, I kept turning over my own words in my head. Nobody else could do it but you two. I felt like a fun theoretical challenge. But after we got word of Wizard's live stream and saw him bragging about his inhibitor collar cannons, Nikki and I had an idea. Nikki, I had an idea I'd like to explore with you. It's only become significantly less theoretical. The wizard knows science won't work on magic, Nikki, so we need to make him think we're magic. I believe together we two can emulate Ghost Rider. Tell me how, Uncle Reed. Which is kind of cool to see them working and teaming up together. Yeah. When we arrived, I set myself up outside, pressing my arms and eyes through the slats in the exterior, cladding that Joe's Cree strength provided, and up through the floorboards. Nikki just had to ensure she stood on a crack in the floorboards with a hollow shape shifted into her leg that led out all the way to her mouth. It tickled. Indeed, we needed a big flamboyant, albeit non-flaming distraction to get Ben into place, and Nikki and Joe performed their roles perfectly. Oh my gosh, Nikki, Joe, you're incredible. Thanks, Uncle Johnny. We are your watchful protectors. It's like, yeah, because you'd sometimes do some stupid shit, Johnny, so, yeah. And it all worked out. Our enemies are encouraged to find other interests, including the wizard. Nobody got hurt. The moral is always listen to Johnny's plans. No, your plans almost got us killed, and I love the facepalm by the thing. They're just like, oh, fuck. Seems to me like the real moral, sometimes Johnny will screw up so badly he'll need to be rescued by little children. Yes, Sue, that is the correct moral of the story. Ain't nobody else I'd rather be rescued by. Thanks, kids. You guys are great. Just seeing Johnny smile throughout that hug. So, what are we thinking? Maybe just a few more Ghost Rider adventures, given how most of them actually went super well. As we see Ghost Rider looking on, it's like, oh shit. Johnny, kidding. I'm absolutely fine with letting Ghost Rider be Ghost Rider from now on. I do, however, absolutely reserve the right to create a giant fire golem with me inside it, which would then allow me to terrorize the city as a fire kaiju. Ooh, or rescue the city from another kaiju who's weak to fire. Fire, that's better. Flame Brain. Ghost Rider! It's like, shit. And then, of course, Ghost Rider just like, boop, boop. It's like, yeah, watching you. Okay, listen, I get it. But we were actually just talking about how we weren't going to pretend to be you anymore. So, we're good, right? No problems. Forever now? Then just still looking at him, right? So he just goes off. Okay, so next time I'm thinking Wolverine. Reed, you stretch out some body hair between your knuckles to form the claws. Sue, you harden and sharpen them with force fields. And as for me and Ben, Johnny, it's like, take the hint. And he's like, no. And of course, we see the preview for the next cover. And this was a great one. This was a funny one, and it's great that they kind of changed up the art style to fit more with Ghost Rider's aesthetic, which I really liked, and it was a nice kind of change of pace because I hadn't really been enjoying the art for a while, and I was like, ooh, okay, this really worked. There has to be a certain kind of ambiance that you do with Ghost Rider, and this goddamn fucking nails it. Like, you get even though you don't really see Ghost Rider in action, at least the presence-wise, it's like, goddamn. And I liked how they were able to do it with Sue and Johnny, and how they were able to do it with Reed and Nikki, and how they had to save them from Bentley. It's like, oh, shit. And I love Bentley's like, he almost had it. It's like, pardon me. The real Ghost Rider's been doing this stuff, and you guys cashed in on it. It's like, yes, that was exactly and totally what was going on. And then trying to jump to doing Wolverine, and I'm like, dude, he's the best he is at what he does. If he could get away with at least a little stabby on you to stop you from doing it, he would. Like, Ghost Rider is like, don't do it again. Because Johnny, those being stupid, probably wouldn't get a giant-ass kind of penance there that would fucking destroy him. But it's like, you don't want to pretty much try and tempt that kind of stuff. So I really enjoyed this one and can't wait to see what they do next with it. I liked learning how they were able to do it with Nikki and Reed making the chains and everything. And that was actually pretty cool, of like having a hollow in her leg that let out through her mouth to do that shit. That's awesome. So those are my opinions on the issue. Tell me what you guys think in the comments below. If you liked it, if you didn't like it, if you agree with me, if you disagree with me. Also like and subscribe, and I hope you have a good day.